My dad and I never noticed that. Now that we watched the scene, we're like, wait a minute. At first, I was wondering why people think this is one of the best movies ever, if not the best movie ever. Until
Look how they massacred my boy.
right then, when they showed the horse's head, I'm like, okay, and now we're getting somewhere. From the opening, I like that opening, except I'm like, okay, does this have to do anything with the story? So, and then the first like 30 minutes, I think maybe, I'm like, is this important? Like the wedding, is this important? I don't know. Unless like it's setting up the Godfather, Al Pacino's character. I'll get to Al Pacino later. Um, Robert Duvall, I think his name is. I do not remember. This one I remember like some names. Michael is Al Pacino. The Godfather is Marlon Brando. Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall. Yes, I don't remember. Sonny, I think his name is. Um, so as you can tell from the beginning, major spoilers for the movie. You've all had like 48 years to watch it. I mean, then again, I just watched it right now, so yeah. I was wondering, yeah, as I was saying, I was wondering like the first 30-20 minutes. I'm like, how do people consider this the best movie? Because really, nothing really is going on, like except for like the wedding and then Michael talking to Marianne. Marianne, something like that. Um, Diane Keaton's character, I think her name is. So I'm like, and then the horse happens. So I'm like, okay, now it's getting somewhere. I repeated that, didn't I? Al Pacino's character, Michael. I knew Al Pacino was in the movie, and then I'm like, where is he? I don't. And then Michael was like right there. Apparently Michael's Al Pacino. He is so young in the movie. I did not recognize him. Like I just couldn't. Also, this cover, I only really paid attention to this. In The Godfather, I never really paid attention to this. This is Sonny. So yeah, poor guy. I'll talk to the major spoilers later. But I did not know Al Pacino was Michael. He looks very different. So what is like the last big thing, like that? What is like the last like big thing that happened? Oh, they killed Al Pacino's sister's husband. Yeah, that's like the last big thing. It went out with like a hurrah, and then the end was so melancholy. I think that's how I use the word. Like the ending was literally Diane Keaton's looking at Al Pacino, and like taking the place of the Godfather. Like he didn't want to be that life, and now he is in that life. He is the Godfather. Basically, he is a Godfather. So, um, yeah, that was like a great closing shot. Like her looking to the man he became, and he didn't want to be that, but now he became it. Really, the only gripes I'm just gonna get everything I don't like out of the way. That beginning like 20 minutes. Now I will appreciate it more on rewatches, but that beginning 20 minutes, I'm like, nothing's happening. We're just watching people dance. This opening was great. Yeah, and also when Al Pacino's first wife died, that was awesome. Like not awesome, but that was like, whoa, what happened? I was feeding my dog when that happened, so my dad was like, whoa, like hurry. I'm like, oh, I missed it, and I heard something has to do with a car, so I'm like, I missed it. Um, that leads into something I didn't like. Like, how did he get over her so fast? He just went to marry Diane Keaton really fast. So that's the only two things I have with the movie. The beginning 20 minutes cut out easily, make it like a 2 hour and 30 minute film, and that him like getting over his wife's death. That's like the only two things I would really change. But I mean, it's The Godfather. It's like, I don't know if I should replace it with, I should put it in the shelf, because for me it's like no Dark Knight or Reservoir Dogs or The Social Network. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a really good movie, but it's not one I like would put on like just to rewatch it, like The Social Network or Reservoir Dogs or Transformers. Yes, I put Transformers on the shelf and not The Godfather. That's how much Transformers impacted my life. I really like the fact that it's like full screen. I don't know what to call this. Like a anamorphic widescreen, I think, because like for example, Tenant, it has IMAX scenes which take up the full screen. Um, and like for example, a movie like Transformers, it's like shots with the black bars. I don't know. That's widescreen, but this is not IMAX. I don't know. Aspect ratios are weird. Sonny's death, that was like really impactful because it be, the most like hard to watch scene when the Al Pacino's sister's husband was like beating her with like the whip. You didn't see much. You did see them, but right when she went into the bathroom and when he came in, he closed the door and then you could hear and then her crying. That was like one of the hardest scenes to watch in the movie, and the most unsettling. So it was like I'm like, yes, Sonny, go get that man. So he went, and then all of a sudden, like he went at the checkpoint, and then everybody was there's like people hiding, and there's like I don't know what I'm saying. It's just really that I'm like, no, not Sonny, because he was gonna go save his sister essentially, and then they kill him, and he couldn't do that. So at least the husband got his like what he deserved. Not exactly what he deserved, but vengeance, I guess, back at the end. It surprised me, like the Godfather died in the movie. Like I thought it would be the Godfather Part 2, Part 3. The Godfather would be in all of them, but no, it died like around the end. So okay. The one thing, also another thing that I kinda got confused. Like at the head of the five families, like who are they? Everybody looks the same, so I didn't really know who they were. Um, so I didn't know who was who. I think when they were massacring everybody, was it the head of the five families? When the Al Pacino was getting his child baptized. I don't know honestly. I think it was though. So that's the only other thing. I'm like, it could have been clearer on what they were trying to do. When Al Pacino went to Sicily, we were like, wait, why is he in Sicily? Oh, he's hiding away. Got it, because he killed someone. I don't exactly remember who it was or why he did that. I don't think I have anything like new to bring to the table because I already talked about The Godfather and how great it is, and so yeah, I'm yet to see the second one and the third one. So I'm excited to watch second one, and the third one. Supposedly the second one's better than the Godfather, and then the third one is the worst. I don't know anything about the movies, so I'm so sad that this is based on the book because nothing's original anymore. Like it's not like Pulp Fiction or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They're original. Not that I love the Maze Runner, but they're based on books. So yeah, nothing's original these days. They're the reboots or remake. So yeah, enough of that. I like the God. I like it a lot. Not to put it on the shelf, but I do not consider it one of. I do consider it one of the best movies, but not one of my favorite movies. I don't know how you'll take it, but yeah, it's a very good movie. Check it out if you have 3 hours to spare.
No! No, I belong!